Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, this past week's weather wasn't too bad. Quite honestly, we had some periods of cooler weather, also some wind, and that definitely hampered a lot of people going out this past week on the area lakes. But those that did go out had quite a bit of success if you were willing to put up with some of the adverse weather conditions. Some of the lakes that produce walleyes included Waubay, and continues to do really well. And then also Bitter, Thompson, Ponset, as well as Dry Lake. Then also a few being caught at Madison from shore, as well as Diamond. And at Diamond, you got to sort. And then also a few being caught at Island, and then also Twin, which is our trophy lake. Perch bite has been pretty much non-existent right now, maybe a few being caught here and there. But the Missouri River seems to be the big story right now, whether or not you're fishing from boat or from shore. But a lot of really nice fish are being caught from shore, especially late afternoon and evening hours out at Chamberlain. And then also, if you're looking for big fish, it seems like this past week, Mobridge was the place to be. Now, what the guys are using? Basically jigs and minnows, and then also jigs and swim baits. Plastics, such as walleye assassins, have been working really well, and then also the Salmo plastics. But again, right now, it seems like jigs and minnows are the way to go. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to do an Ice Institute recap. And yes, this is probably going to be the last time that we're going to talk about the Ice Institute for a while. And I don't think any of you are probably going to be disappointed. But I know that there weren't many people at all that was disappointed that attended the Ice Institute. All the vendors and the customers that attended throughout the weekend were all smiles. Many of the customers took advantage of the great deals across the arena and the convention center throughout the weekend. And so again, I think a lot of people were happy they came. And we're happy that we put it on. I want to thank all of you that attended, including our customers, as well as the vendors, as well as my family. Folks, if it wasn't for my family, I don't know how I would be able to put this on every year. From my wife, my daughter, my two sons, all their significant others. Again, it was just a team effort by my family. And we talked about it as this thing continues to grow, which it looks like it's going to do. I will tell you, next year we're going to be in the arena as well as the entire convention center. So we're going to grow this thing even further. And without their help, I don't know how we're going to do it. It may just become so big that we may need some additional help. But again, thanks to all of you that came. Again, it was just a great weekend. It was nice to kind of somewhat get back to normal, if you know what I mean. But thanks to all of those that wore masks and also used the hand sanitizer and kept their distance as well. But again, thanks for your support. Thanks for your business. And don't forget, just because the Ice Institute is over doesn't mean we don't have ice fishing stuff. As you can see behind me, we have a store full of ice fishing equipment. So again, as we approach the holiday season, especially Black Friday, don't forget about our specials that are going to be coming up as we approach those times of the year. Again, feel free to stop on by and see our large selection of ice fishing inventory. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, this is normally the time where we would take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week, but due to the lack of photos, we're going to skip that this week. But again, if you would like to have your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that a great way to stay up to date with all the happenings going on here at Dakota Angler is through our social media feeds, such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as well as Snapchat. And if you're not on social media, you can also shop online. If you can't make it here at the store, feel free to shop online at dakotaangler.com, or feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp. And as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. And again, thanks to all of you that came to the Institute. We greatly appreciate it. So stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you next week.